Hello everybody, it's Sharon here again. So this morning I'm going to be talking to you all about Melaleuca, otherwise known as tea tree. So doterra source their Melaleuca from Australia. So most of you will know its origin is from Australia and that it was used by the Aboriginal people for many years. So it's something that they use in their culture for kind of absolutely everything. They used to take the leaves off of the trees and bathe their body in them to cool the body down, or maybe when they've been affected by sun or other elements that they needed to use this wonderful healing shrub on their bodies. So it's something that's became a bit of a household oil for most people. Even before I discovered doTERRA, I used tea tree a lot. I have a home sugaring business and I use, so that's hair removal, and I use it a lot in the aftercare for people, for ingrown hairs, for little bumps. I know a lot of people use it for calming the skin after shaving, especially men who get a lot of kind of razor burn on their face. It's absolutely perfect for that. Obviously, I'm not advocating shaving, seeing as I do sugaring, but I do use it in all of my lotions and washes that I put on the body as an extra anti-microbial, antifungal, antibacterial, to make sure that there's absolutely no infection. So then that brings us on to that you can use it obviously with your children and the whole of your family really, where you would be using tea tree for treating cuts and grazes and boils, anything where the skin has become infected. It's very easy to use. Also great for acne and any skin problems, so you can pop it into just the sink with a few drops with warm water and wash your face, and you'll find that it'll really help clear up your face. And the minute I get a spot or a pimple, it's straight onto my face, and it clears up really quickly. It's also very good for the kind of wart family, so anything to do with warts, skin tags, fungal nail infections. I mean, you do have to be really persistent because fungal nail infections are often, there for quite a long time. So you need to be really good and really consistent in applying it every day. And I've also used that along with oregano to treat nail infections and warts. So, I would always apply it neat to a wart, but obviously if you're using it with a child, then you would definitely want to use your fractionated coconut oil to dilute that. It's also great for stimulating the immune system as well. So I often will take in a veggie cap internally as well to give my immune system a little boost. And another one that we use a lot, I mean, I probably go through a bottle, not quite every month, but not far off it, because I use it in all of my shampoos, my conditioners. I make up my own head lice spray, because obviously when children are at school, even if you're doing your very best, it will always end up transmitting to your child's hair, and then often to yours as well. So it's really nice to have a good backup. Again, it's another thing that you have to be very consistent with. So I just use maybe like 10 drops of Melaleuca, 5 drops of frankincense and 5 drops of peppermint in a small bottle, and then I fill it up with filtered water, and then I use that as a lice deterrent or a lice treatment. I also run, if my daughter does have lice, I will comb through her hair with conditioner, followed up by combing through tea tree in her hair, just to kill off those little bugs. Very good for sore throats, for tonsillitis. I know a lot of people that suffer from that. So if I ever had a sore throat, I would apply it around my neck, and I would also make myself some, like a glass of water with some tea tree drops, where I would gargle it in my mouth, keep gargling it right to the very back of my throat, because it's so disinfectant and very, very good anti-inflammatory and antibiotic. And then after I'd gargled and had my last mouthful, then I would swallow a little bit, so you can kind of feel that kind of numbing effect on your throat. And when you think of all those kind of other nasty throat medicines that you have, you don't really know what you're taking. So I would always reach for the tea tree and make sure that, you know, I'm going to the root of the problem and targeting it with something natural. Fantastic for chicken pox as well, so maybe in a child's bath with a little bit of oats put into the bath, so you're making a kind of oat milk with a little bit of carrier oil as well, and a few drops of that will really help with the healing of the skin also. Very good for herpes simplex, so popping a little bit on your cold sore kind of numbs it and will help treating the infection. And another one that I love it for as well is an insect repellent, or an insect for insect bites as well. So I would always say make sure you bring it in your travel kit when you go on holiday. What else is it good for? Yeah, great for candida as well, so another one good to kind of take internally, and I often use it during the winter months for flu bombs as well. So you'll put that in as one of the main ingredients. So flu bombs would be frankincense, lavender, on guard, oregano and melaleuca. So yeah, I use that quite a lot the minute something kind of comes up. So yes, it has a really broad spectrum of things that it can come from, and can be used. So yes, I can sing nothing but its praises. And if you're not using your melaleuca, get it out of your kit, make something up, treat it, treat your skin, treat whatever you need to, and just make sure that you're using it regularly. I'd maybe be cautious with it around pets, especially cats, so I wouldn't ever diffuse that because they really don't like it. But you know, I wouldn't get too concerned and caught up with that, because often if a cat doesn't like the smell, they kind of know that it's not good for them and they'll go out the room. So I would just say leave windows and a door open for the cat to get out. But yeah, I wouldn't intentionally put melaleuca in a diffuser if you have a cat. Anyway, I hope I've given you lots of wonderful tips to get on with, and leave any feedback or comments, any questions that you have about this wonderful, very versatile oil. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.